Celebrate the shedding of what cannot hold your light. Celebrate the shedding of what can't hold your light. Okay? Celebrate the delayed rise because you're still rising. You are still uprising. You are here to transform your life, and you are doing so. Just because they don't see it, just because they don't agree with it, doesn't mean that you're not living your purpose. It's important that you live your purpose and not their purpose for you. That, look, if everybody became a doctor and a lawyer because their parents told them to, because their family told them to, because their spouse told them to, because that's what they've grown up in, that's what they've happened for every single generation, that is a problem. Because what if that's not your purpose? What if your purpose is to be a YouTuber like Ali Abdaal? He could have, he was a doctor and did all these different types of things. Same with a multitude of other people where they were like, yeah, you're supposed to be a doctor, you're supposed to be a lawyer, or you're supposed to be one of these different types of things. The thing about this is, stop waiting for a miracle. Stop waiting for other people to agree with you. Stop waiting for other people to be like, this is what you should do. You don't need validation from other people. What you need to do is validate your own reality. You need to validate your own mindset. Specifically, how positive you think, how greatly you think, how gracefully and thankfully that you think, how much love and compassion that you spread to other people that they have no idea about. You belong to be in higher places naturally. That's where you belong. You belong at the round table. You belong at the honored aspect. You belong. You are here. You are worthy. You are transformative. You are transmutative. You are here to create a transmutation of reality. You are here to bring it from 3D to 4D to 5D. You are here to transform. You are a way shower. You are a light worker. You are a transformed shadow worker. You alchemize the shadows. You turn lead into gold. You evolve. You transform. Now, one thing too is things that feel familiar is not always family. You have been brought up on covert narcissism. You've been brought up on overt narcissism. You've been brought up on gluttony and lust and lack and guilt and shame and blame and deflection. Okay? None of those are actually a reflection of your state of being. That is something that's being projected onto you because the bearer could not bear it. And who is the bearer? It is the person who taught you it. It is the person who taught you it. This is not me coming at my parents, by the way. This is just what I realize. It's from teachers. It's from elders. It's from people who you deem like your coaches. Look, there's no bad student. There's only bad teachers. Okay, yes, there are some bad students, but it's a quote. You have to see that you can transform your life. You can transform your life if you start studying better teachers. If you stop putting all your eggs in all these negative teachers. The thing is, celebrate anything that is leaving your life because you are so high vibe, because you are so high light, because you have so much light in you, because you are empowered, because you're strong, because you don't give up, because you wake up earlier than everyone, because you transform your macros, because you can depend on yourself, because you're dependable, responsible, accountable. Not everybody's gonna like you. People are gonna lie on your name, but they ain't gonna be a lion. They're not gonna be a lion, they'll just be lying. Timelines, y'all. Timelines. What timeline are you in? Collapse it to the one that's in your favor. Collapse it into the one that's in your actual factual light vibration. One that transforms and aligns and celebrates your life. That celebrates your state of being. And you are celebratory in nature. You are empathetic, compassionate, and joyful in nature. You spread love in nature. People see you, they see you as a lighthouse. They see you as a transformed lighthouse. Like countries and nations and just so far away, they still see your light coming. That's why they're triggered by you, because your light triggers their shadows. It triggers their darkness. We know. If you on my course, if you guys are on my YouTube, you guys will see that If you stay in a dark room for a long period of time, even just for a short period of time, and you know what you're doing, like breathwork and other different things, you should hit me up for that. But if you stay in a dark room for a significant period of time, eventually light shows up and the darkness ceases. It ceases to exist. It cannot exist no longer. It's you eradicating darkness from your internal body. That's what the purpose of going into a cave is. This is multiple thousands of years practice. This is a spiritual practice for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. We have proof that Yeshua ultimately did this practice in the desert as a Nazarene or a Essene. And this is the transformation, that he is the lamp of the path. That as you walk the path, the light appears. As you walk in the way shows itself. It becomes more enlightening. As you start to walk, you see the light in the path that you take. You don't have to know the whole entire way. You just have to know the next step. You just have to know the next step. You just have to walk the next step. And sometimes you might not even know that, but it's cool. The thing is stepping into the dimension to where it's already done. Being in the light vibrational resonance to where it's already done. That you are transforming, that you are evolving, that you are constantly elevating. You get your workouts done. You have your macros in. You make sure that you're reading. You make sure that you're journaling. You make sure that you show up for yourself. You show up for your woman. You show up for your family. You show up for your friends. You show up for your real ones. You show up for your brothers. You show up for your sisters, kings, queens. You know what I'm saying. This is a vibrational invitation. This is a vibrational invitation for everybody, and not everybody always wants to accept that invitation. Everybody wants to live in low vibe because it's easy to do so, because it's easy to live in a low vibe. It's hard to live in a high vibe. It's hard to count your macros. It's hard to work out. It's hard to do handstands. It's hard to do different things like this. That's why you have to cultivate. What are you doing?
Hey, yo!
TC Spiritual Shepherd. Peace be with you. See you in the next one. You know me. Family life first.